Good morning, guys. Today we're going to be talking about boats and batteries. But first, this boat is new to me, but there's a crazy story behind it because it made a 4,000-kilometer trip. I was in Ontario last year, that's where I bought it, and a buddy of mine who came hunting last year towed it across the country for me. And there's a reason. So, I don't know if it floats. We're just going to go dump it in the water and see what happens. So let's go. Okay guys, you're probably asking yourself, why would I buy a boat in Ontario? Well, there's a couple reasons, and let me tell you about them quickly. In British Columbia, weld aluminum boats are more common here than this type of boat. If you found this type of boat here, way too expensive because there's not many of them, because there's way more weld aluminum boats. But a weld aluminum boat is going to start at $50,000, $60,000, and I have absolutely no interest in paying that type of money. Now, when I was in Ontario last year visiting my buddy Jack, this boat popped up on Facebook Marketplace and it was like an hour drive. That's what we did. We went and looked at it. I purchased it. It did have a blown motor, which is no big deal. They're outboard motors, easy to change. I changed this one the other day. When he came out for hunting last year, he towed it almost 4,000 kilometers for me. So thank you, Jack. I really do appreciate it. Anyway, why I would want a little bit older boat? Well, two reasons. They're cheaper and they're built better. If you can see, this is an aluminum boat. The rivets are thicker and better, and the aluminum is thicker and better than what you'd buy today. Have a quick look. It's a pretty good setup. I am going to do something different with the bikini tops and the covers. I want this raised up so I can physically stand under there and drive the boat. That will be coming in the future. So as you see, I have an external gas tank right now because the internal gas tank has straight gas, and the other motor, it mixed itself. It had a separate oil tank and fuel, and it did it all itself. This one does not, so I have to mix the gas. So that's why that is here. This is just an old Johnson. We will find out how it runs. Hopefully, okay. All in all, the boat is in pretty good shape. A couple things that came with it was the depth sounder and all that stuff, so that's a bonus. These things are like 600 bucks themselves, and it also came with the trolling motor. That has a 55-pound thrust. So we're gonna put that battery through the test and see what it can do with this motor. And as you can see, this boat is set up for fishing. It has all the controls and it has the foot pedal for this. So all you do is you sit down, troll away in the peace and quiet. You don't have to have a gas motor on the back. You don't have to listen to it. I can just sit there and peacefully fish. Let's head over to the lake. Let's check out this battery and put this boat in the water. All right guys, we're out in the boat. So far, not too bad. The motor needs a little bit of adjustments, the gas ones, but that's okay because you know what? We have a wicked battery and we also have a trolling motor. So, not too worried about it. And it's a beautiful day after a few weeks of downpours. Not complaining, that keeps the fires away in British Columbia. But anyway, I want to talk to you about the Redodo battery. I think I'm pronouncing it right. I'm not going to spend a ton of time talking to you about all the ins and outs. I'm going to give you a few particular details, and that is it. Hook it up to the trolling motor, and we're going to cruise around this beautiful lake and just look at the scenery. So let's get into it. It is a 12.8 volts, 200 amp hour battery, but the big one right here is 2,560 watt hours. That is incredible. That's what you really need to be looking for. Now, this is not only good for a boat, it's good for RVs, off-grid, all that stuff. You cannot start the motor with this battery. That's not what it's designed for. It's designed for electronics. So, perfect battery for the size of this boat and the 55-pound thrust trolling motor I have. This battery packs a lot of punch. Now, let's talk about one of the key things that I think are most important about batteries in boats and RVs. This battery weighs less than a single lead acid battery. The typical lead acid battery is about 47 to 50 pounds. This one, I believe, I'll double check, but I'm pretty sure it's 43 pounds. Weight in a boat in an RV is absolutely important. Let's stop talking about this. Let's put it to use. Let's get out there and enjoy this lake and have a look at the scenery. The Redodo 12 volt 200 amp Plus battery delivers a whopping 2,560 watt-hours of energy in a compact and lightweight design, 50% smaller and 80% lighter than traditional AGM, making it perfect for RVs, boats, and solar setups. With advanced safety features, a 200 amp BMS, and the ability to expand to 40.96 kilowatt of hours. It offers a fast 5-hour charging and the rate of 4,000 cycles, ensuring reliable power for all your needs. Okay guys, we've been cruising around the lake for about 2.5 hours now. Battery has worked perfectly, flawlessly. I'd like to say thanks to Redodo for sponsoring today's video and letting us get out on the lake. And if you're interested, there's a link down in the description and a discount code. Jump down, check these batteries out, it's well worth it. Thanks for watching, and we'll see you soon.